Today, I had the chance to sit down with Noah Tessier. He is a new real estate agent, recently licensed. He's about a week in, and he's going to share with us how he's getting clients right away. I could see this young man's career take off like a skyrocket. It's no mystery as to why that's happening. He's been very proactive at letting people know that he's now in the industry, and he's starting to educate the people around him about the real estate market. And already he's got friends and family reaching out to buy properties, to list properties. I'm going to encourage you to stick throughout this entire interview. He shares a lot of knowledge for anybody that's looking to get into the real estate industry. And more importantly, for those of you that want to get into the industry and find success immediately. It's a 12-minute interview, not long. Sit down, enjoy it. We'll also do a follow-up podcast in about 3 months once he's had the time to settle into his new career. And we'll look back on his results 3 months from now. That'll be in March. But I hope you enjoyed today's interview. And please leave a like for Noah. And if you have any words of encouragement for him, also write them in the comments section down below. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Today, I have the pleasure of welcoming Noah Tessier in studio for a quick podcast. Noah is a new friend and also a new real estate agent. We've been working together for about a year throughout his licensing program, and he recently just got his license. Welcome to the real estate industry.
Thank you.
How do you feel about it?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was the licensing phase?
The licensing phase or the course?
The course, yeah.
The course is long.
What's the difference between the licensing phase and the courses?
The licensing phase, you don't have to do any tests, nothing like that. It's just you pay a fee and you wait until RICO approves you.
How many courses do you guys have to take in Ontario?
So there's 4 online classes, like just PowerPoint you go through and you read everything with 4 exams.
Okay.
Then you have 2 simulation sessions.
Okay.
So it's just for me it was on Zoom because of COVID.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can go, I know you can go in like Mississauga or something like that to do it.
Yeah.
Or online on Zoom. It's like a week.
Right on.
Then the Friday you have just an exam, make sure you understood everything.
Good.
And then you have one last course at the end. It's course number 5, no exams. Took me 15 minutes. It's just to see, and they recommend you like brokerages or what to search for in a brokerage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from start to finish, how long did it take you?
Took me a year and 2 months.
A year and 2 months?
Yes. It can be done way faster, but for me it took...
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it took a while getting focused. For me, focusing, just reading everything. I can't read for too long. I just get bored and I want to do something else. So that was hard to...
yeah, you were busy doing other things.
Yeah, as well.
You had to wait for your 18th birthday to apply?
Yes.
So you're probably one of the youngest realtors in Ontario right now.
Probably. One of those, yeah.
Yeah. Do you find that you might have some advantages being one of the younger realtors?
I might. For most people I talk to, they find it really cool that I'm already in the industry at 19.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, that's really nice. And so I think that could be a positive side as well. Yes, for sure. Some people might think maybe he doesn't have the experience that other people have, but I have more willpower.
Yeah, I would agree with that. If I could look at me going into any other business and I meet like a car salesman.
Yeah.
The guy that's got 20 years experience or the guy that's super hungry and wants to prove himself.
Exactly.
I'd rather work with the guy that's super hungry, is willing to go the extra mile. So yeah, I really think you do have an advantage.
Yeah.
So what worries you the most about your start in real estate?
What really worries me is clients. Like,
you
got to get started, get the first deal. That's probably the hardest part, I'm guessing.
But you're a week into your real estate career?
Yeah.
You've already done some proactive lead generation. Yeah. You've already been on your first showing.
Yes.
You've got a few buyer clients that you're working with right now.
Yeah.
You were telling me about a listing that you're potentially looking at outside the city.
Yes.
Like, I mean, what type of lead generation have you been doing?
So, Facebook.
Yeah.
Just putting a post out there. telling my friends a lot of it, telling their parents.
Yes.
Sending mail.
Yeah.
Saying just, hey, by the way, I'm in real estate. If you have any questions, don't be afraid. Don't be shy. You can reach out to me. It's going to be my pleasure to help you out with that and answer your questions. Just stuff like that. Sending out mail, Facebook, Instagram.
Cool. Sounds like you have a good coach.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Marty.
That's all good. We might cut that part out. What worries you about the upcoming month? Let's say, is it writing a contract? Is it uploading your first listing?
So those are stressful things for sure, but I'm not too worried about it. I know I'm well surrounded, so that's a big advantage. Yeah.
We'll show you the right way for sure. And throughout the education process, what was the most difficult course?
The second one.
Okay, what was in that course?
I was faced residential properties and all that phase, like the first part.
Yeah.
And it was long.
Yeah.
And it was really long.
Yeah.
And it was just so much reading and just so much things to remember.
Yeah.
And all the laws, everything. And that was the hardest part.
Is there a lot of math in that course?
No.
No?
No. I'm good in math.
Yeah.
And so I wanted maths in it. The most math I could get in the exams, I was like, that's wonderful. But most exams, I think total, I got maybe 5 math questions in the 6th exam.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
No.
So if somebody were to start their course today, they want to become a real estate agent, what advice would you give to them before they start the courses?
Make sure they have time to be focused and to really do it.
Okay.
Because I found like the second one it was so long, and I had difficulty because I did it in such a long stretch of time. I forgot what was going on at the beginning of the test, at the beginning of the course.
Yeah.
So just to do it as fast as you can while still understanding, and surrounding yourself with someone that can lead you through everything and help you if you have any questions. That's what I would recommend.
There's a thing called Pass It.
Yes, Pass It. It's going to be your best tool.
Oh yeah?
Best tool.
Is it more expensive when you do Pass It?
Pass It is not related at all with Umber.
That's the college? Yeah.
That's a college. Not related at all. I think it's just another... And yes, there's a fee, but it's nothing big. You have to pay per courses.
Yeah. And
it's really worth it. There's questions, and the questions are the same as the exams, just worded a bit different.
Yeah.
And same answers. There's like, how's it called? Just, there's different types of exercise you can do, like multiple choices, fill in the blanks, things like that. So. Okay, so it makes it easier once you get to the way easier. And what was the cost, give or take, from start to finish? So of the course? Yeah. Around $3,000. $3,000, that's for the year and 2 months of... yes. And how fast could somebody do it if they really put all their time into it? Like, do that full-time, non-stop, probably, I'd say... 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months? It's possible. Good. If you've done it faster, let us know in the comments section down below. I'd love to know who's done it the fastest. Because, for sure. You know, a lot of the new students or new licensees that I meet, they do take about a year. Yeah. You know, I think more or less to do it. I think a year is pretty much the average time to do it. You have 2 years maximum, right? Yes. Good. So if anybody's done it a lot quicker, let us know. We'd like to know. We're curious. For sure. What's the plan for that money if you do make $100,000? I'd like to put some money aside and possibly buy a triplex or a fourplex, possibly. Yeah. Get a new car. That's smart, man. Not necessarily like a Mercedes or anything like that, just getting a new car. I don't think you need a fancy car. No, just I think it's, a little. Just keep your expenses super low. Yeah. Keep it low, man. It's the best. It's going to be a superpower for you. Yeah. Keep the expenses to a minimum. Don't buy leads. You don't need to buy leads.
you're not aiming to sell 300 properties this year.
No.
You're making $100,000.
Yeah.
We'll get you 40 deals. You'll get it done like that.
Yeah.
You don't need to pay for leads. The expenses, it's a trap that a lot of realtors fall into.
Yeah.
I've been there in the past, when I had the mindset of selling, getting over $1 million in GCI per year. I was spending like $25,000, $27,000 on my credit card just to buy the leads to make it happen. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Not right now. Let's get you some skills. Let's get you doing some lead generation. So you were mentioning $100,000. What type of lead generation activities are you going to be doing to get that?
So I'm going to be following up like with the people I have in my database right now.
Yeah.
Trying to find other people to add in my database. So every week I try to add like at least 3 people, if possible. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. And I send either an email or a letter in the mail to say, hey, I'm in real estate, if ever, to some people.
Yeah.
And
maybe send them a comparable listing that's
yes,
sold in
I
their
did that
area.
also to see, give them interest maybe. Like everyone's interested in the market of real estate. Everyone's like, oh, well, my house could be worth that. Oh, my neighbor sold for that. Maybe mine's worth more.
Yeah.
Things like that. So
it's you get used to it after a while, but especially when you go to family dinners and we've got the holidays coming up, people are going to ask you, how's the market?
For sure.
And if you can know more or less how many properties are on the market and more or less how many homes have sold in the last 30 days, you could just spout out those stats and people are like, oh my God, he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just a small step ahead of the agent that would answer that question by, oh, the market's hot.
Yeah.
But if you say, oh, the market's hot, and right now we only have 800 properties for sale in the market, and we've sold 700 in the last 30 days, that means you've got, less than 2 months of inventory.
Yeah, exactly.
People are like, wow, it's crazy. And then your credibility goes up, but I know you know that, so you'll be fine.
Someone teach me that.
Yeah, somebody did teach you that, that's right. Good. Well, listen, why don't we check in 3 months?
Yeah.
Let's do another podcast.
For sure.
Once you're a real estate millionaire, and I'm sure you'll have a great start in real estate. You're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
You're putting in the right time. And you said it casually there, adding 3 people to your database per week.
Yeah.
That is a huge key, and that is something I wish I would have done when I started in real estate. I was more into door knocking and cold calling, and I wasn't really organized with the database. But the database is what will feed your career. If you treat the people well in your database and you keep on educating them like you do, man, you'll start receiving referrals from that database. And the more it grows, the more your career will grow with it. Good.
I've already got 1 lead through that in a week, so.
1 weekend, 1 lead. That's great, man.
So.
You'll do fine, I'm sure. Cool. Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
And we'll check back in with Noah in a few months to give you guys an update on his thriving career, I'm sure.